Welcome to the chart. Welcome to the chart that is used in nerves of steel. Nerves of steel. What? Nerves of steel. You have to have nerves of steel when you play this brand new system, nerves of steel. You have to have nerves of steel. And you have to be a seasoned blackjack player. Blackjack has to flow through your blood. It has to flow through your blood. You have to have blackjack knowledge. Blackjack has to be burnt into your mind. How to play blackjack the correct way has to be burnt in your mind. Basic blackjack. You have to know. You have to know how to play basic blackjack. I've been playing blackjack for a lot of years. And I've seen everything. I've seen it all. And I've played with people who sit down at a blackjack table and even ask the question, how do you play this game? Is this blackjack? And I look at them like, oh no, don't do that. They're gonna sit down. They sit down with $200, $300, $400, $500, and when they start to play, they do not have any knowledge how to play. And before you know it, after about maybe an hour, hour and a half, they stand up and walk away from the table broke. They're down $500. They're down $400 because they had no clue. They may ask the question, what should I do? Should I hit or should I wave it off? And you tell them, wave it off. Well, let me hit. And they hit and they bust. You understand? They take the dealer's card sometimes. And then when the dealer got a 5 showing, of course, you hope he has a 10, and they hope that he flip over a 10, and he pulls the 10, busting with 25. But they hit when they're not supposed to hit, and they get a 10, and they lose automatically. And then the dealer flips over his 10, he got 15, and he pulls a 6. You understand what I'm saying? For all those who are seasoned blackjack players know exactly what I just said. Do you understand? That's right. Why do you understand? Of course you do. So, I didn't mean to get hyper. I will get hyper occasionally, but I apologize when I get hyper. You understand? Because blackjack flows through my blood. I eat, dream, sleep blackjack. It flows, it oozes out of me, the knowledge whenever I play. And this is a brand new system, whereas I do not lose. I have never lost, and I do not lose. And you're going to be amazed when you see how this unfolds. But I'd like to say this right away. I do not tell you to play. I merely show you what I do when I go to the casino, what I do, how I play, and how I never lose. Do you understand? Of course. You do. So let me introduce you. I have many how to win at blackjack systems, but this particular system is kind of brand new, and I'm excited. So I had to bring it to you. What you see is a chart. It's a small chart. Normally I have a chart that fills up the whole screen, but I have reduced it down to this right here. And this chart right here will show you. This is not a card counting system. I do not know how to count cards. I don't want to mess with that mess. This is not a card counting. I will reveal this secret. This is a hand counting system, not a card counting system. Do you understand? It's not about counting cards, where a lot of times that you have people who say, I'll show you how to count cards, and you'll go in the casino in Vegas and you'll win and win and win and win. Have you did the research on those people? They do know how to count cards. They do win. But guess what? When they sit down sometimes at a casino and start to count cards, they're spotted. They don't even realize, some of them don't even realize that most dealers have learned most dealers know how to count cards too, and they can spot a card counter. And in Vegas, if they sense that you are counting cards, they will kick you out. So you sit down for 20 minutes, or they sit down for 20 minutes, and they're counting cards, whatever, and they're winning. And the dealer spots them, or the pit boss notices that they're counting cards. He will stop the game, say, sir, you need to leave. Ma'am, you need to leave. Sir, you need to leave. Whoa, now you need to leave. They do not have to give you an explanation. They tell you to leave. And if you show back up and they recognize you or spot you, they'll say, no, you can't play in this casino. Well, you can play in a casino slot machines, but you cannot play blackjack. If you do, you'll be classified and considered as trespassing, and you will be arrested. So do you want to spend your time when you go to Vegas or go to your local casino and they notice that you're card counting, and they, after about 20 minutes, they kick you out. Okay, you're in Vegas, you go to another casino, and they spot you and recognize that you're card counting, and you get kicked out. You want to spend your whole entire, let's say, vacation, or your whole entire time in Vegas being kicked out all night long, counting cards? You understand? Trespassing? No. So this is not. I do not know how to count cards. You understand? I do not know how to count cards. What? I do not know how to count cards. This is a hand counting, which is undetected. Nobody on this earth knows what you do. When you're at the casino, nobody in that casino knows what you're doing is undetectable. It's natural. They don't know nothing. They don't see nothing. It's natural, but you win. But like I said, I do not tell you to play. I merely show you what I do. Doing this video, doing all my videos, I merely show you what I do. When I go to the casino, how I win and how I never lose. Never lose. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to show you what you do when you play this. This is if you already noticed, I classify this as a $10 system. So when you go to a casino and sit down at a blackjack table, you're sitting down at a $10 blackjack table, and you're going to play. That's called the $10 system, because you're sitting at a $10 blackjack table. And I'm going to show you how when I go to a casino and sit down at a $10 blackjack table, how I never leave that table until I'm ready to leave that table. What I call is a marathon. I might sit down at that table and win and play and win and play and win and win and win and win and play and play and play and play. For you know it, hours and hours and hours have gone by, and I'm playing. I'm winning, I'm playing, I'm playing, taking breaks. You gotta take breaks. Playing. And then when I leave that casino, walk away with $2,000, $3,000. When I stop, when I decide to stop, but you have to stop at a certain point, which means when you first go to the casino, you're going to start playing with your money, which is called your bankroll. Your bankroll is what you use when you go to the casino. Like anything in life, everything requires a bankroll. When you're buying stock, and you initially buy into stock, you're buying stock right away. That day you're buying on that particular stock with your money. You hope that it splits, or stock splits, or you hope that it bounces, it skyrockets it up, so that you make a profit. You understand? So everything in life requires a bankroll. You understand? When you're investing in something, when you're buying a house, you put up your initial money, you fix the house up, and then after it's fixed up, and after about a year later, you turn around and resell it, and you made 20, 30, 40,000 more than what you paid for. You're gambling. That's called gambling. When you buy stock, it's gambling. You're taking a risk. Am I anatomically correct? But with everything, you have a bankroll that you start with. So when you sit down at this $10 blackjack table, you're going to have your bankroll that's in front of you. You're going to pinch off of it to play all the hands. You see what I'm saying? So your bankroll's in front of you. And all the money that you're going to be winning while you're playing this system, it's going to go into, and it's called a bank. So every time you win, you're going to stick that money in a bank. And the bank is to the right of your bankroll. So your bankroll is what you start with, that you pinch off to play the hand, and every time you win, you put money in your bank, and your bank is a little off to the right of your bankroll, so that you can keep an eye on it and watch it grow. Do you understand now? Of course you do. So, are we ready to get started? Oh, what? Oh, are we ready to get started? Huh? What? I heard that. I hear that. Do you hear that? I hear it all the time. What? There's no such thing as a system. The casino will always win. That's what clowns say. And if you have already ventured into and viewed some of my other videos, you know what a clown is. A clown is a negative person. And if you listen to a negative person, you too shall become negative. Because how can a man tell another man there's no such thing? Okay, when you confront that clown, you say, okay, tell me why this system doesn't work. I want you to tell me why it doesn't work. They won't be able to tell me. They'll be silent. They'll become a mime. You can't tell me. Because how can another man, and like I mentioned in my other videos, okay, when the Wright brothers were working and constructing and putting together an airplane, A clown walked past and said, what is that you're building? We're building an airplane. What is an airplane? It's a vehicle that we're constructing that is our invention that will allow man to fly through the air. A clown says, wait a minute, only birds can fly. You guys are crazy. Only birds can fly. And then one day, while this clown is talking to somebody, he hears this. And he says, whoa. He looks up and says, what is that? What is that? That's the Wright brothers. I know who the Wright brothers are, but what is that? That's an airplane, their invention that they built, and both the Wright brothers are up in that airplane flying through the air. Didn't you talk to the Wright brothers and told them, when they told you about this airplane, you said it's impossible, they're crazy? You understand? Now, that's the Wright brothers flying through the air. And that clown becomes a mime. He becomes silent. Because how can a man tell another man that it's impossible, it has never been done, and it will never be done? You guys are crazy. And there the Wright brothers flying through the air in front of this clown. So never tell another man that it's impossible. What they have created or thought or dreamed or envisioned will not work. Because another man cannot tell another man it's impossible. Do you understand? That's a clown. Because a clown will become a mime. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Do you understand now? Of course. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm back. I apologize for getting hyper. I apologize for getting hyper. I apologize for getting hyper. For getting hyper, I apologize. All right. I apologize. Okay. Because, like I'm saying, as far as listening to negative people, don't let the devil tell you you can't. Tell him to shut up. Tell him to shut up. Get out of your face. You understand? No fear. No fear. Tell the devil, get out of my face. I don't hear it. And all things in life, when the devil comes to you like, you're no good, they don't love you, nobody loves you, you're no good, you might as well take your life, you might as well do this, you might as well do that, you don't know what you're doing, they're going to laugh at you. Like, ignore all that garbage, you understand? Because Jesus did it too. He ignored that. You understand? Tell him to get out of your face. Get away from me. That's all you got to do. Say, get away from me. Get away from me. I don't want to hear that. Be strong in your mind. In everything that you do, be strong. Like a lion. I said that to my son. Be strong in your mind. Be a lion. Get away from me. You understand? That's all you got to say. Get away from me. Don't want to hear that. Be strong. Anything that's negative, don't want to hear it. Means nothing. Don't listen to negative people. Because a negative person leads other people in a direction and leads them into a hole. They all fall into a hole by following a negative person, by listening to a negative person. Do not listen to a negative person. You too shall become negative, and you shall follow them, and all you shall fall into a hole. Because a negative person is stupid. They're clowns. You understand? I apologize for rambling about clowns. I've done it in my other videos. I apologize. You want to get to the chart right away. Okay, apologize. Okay, here's the chart. The chart consists of what I call extended hands. There are 5 extended hands. 5 extended hands. And then there are 10 basic hands. You're going to see a lot of miracles. You're going to see a lot. This system right here is going to shock you. You're going to like, well, what are you talking about? If and when you start, and you will start or